I have a question because Gia asked me one time to update the escrow and the title info.
Mhm.
So yep. So for the escrow number, I think that was for, hold on, was that for Cindy Chen. So I was able to get the escrow number using the documents that was provided by the company, and then I
Mhm.
was not able to get a title number. That's the one thing that I don't have.
So the title number, it's most likely if you go to, you said it was for Cindy Chen? Yeah, so Cindy Chen, it's going to be in our prelim. If we have it, we do have a prelim. That or title order number would most likely be this one. Or let me see. Let me see if
The
that's
escrow,
the escrow number. Is that the escrow number?
yeah, that's the escrow number.
Do we have a settlement statement for this one? Oh, this one right here. Okay, so then if you scroll down, so I think the escrow number and the title number for this one is the same one. Is the escrow the same? Yeah, so because escrow and title are the same company, Amrock, they're using the same order number.
So that happens if it's the same company.
Yeah, if it's the same company, they usually just keep the same number to
Okay.
combine everything. As the previous one, our title was SoCal title, and our
Mm,
master was this Clearmark. So because they're
okay,
different companies, they each have their own number and format of their number. But for this Cindy Chen one, it seems like it's the same title and escrow.
got it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Let me go back to the ERP. So if on our pipeline, this main page is going to be all our active files. So any file that we have submitted currently with the Blender and we're working on it. If it's canceled, if you go on here, we can edit and then you can just hit canceled. And the date that it was canceled would be down here, cancel date. You save it. Once it's canceled, it's not going to show up on our main page here on our first page. You have to go to inactive to be able to
Mm,
find it. So that inactive one, the red button, a red tab has all the files that we are no longer working on that are canceled. If once we're done working on the file, once it's funded, we can find the file under our funded tab. So these are all the ones we've worked on. So as you can see, all the dates that we have on the application that I was showing you, we have basic dates here, or like the most important dates right here. So once it's funded, it should look like this one, that everything is dated and checked off. In our active files, you can see a lot of the stuff is missing because we're still currently working on them. So for example, the Cindy Chen one, we're still waiting on our approval. We're still waiting on locking the loan. And then for the locked elite and CD to go out. Now, we have this MLO broker submission page right here and this MLO broker loan submit. Those two are the same thing. The only thing is if you click on this one right here, the broker submission, it'll take you to the different submissions and you can view which ones, what's already been submitted. If you click on this MLO broker loan submit, it takes you directly to the page where you need to create the file. So these two are for the LOs to complete. If you were to use this one, you have the new submission here, this green button, and it takes you to the same page that this loan submit works. Okay,
okay.
so this MLO broker loan submit, it's for the LOs to be able to submit their files to us. So we want to have the LOs use this to let us know, hey, we have a new file. Can you please review it? It's going to ask them for basic borrower information and loan information for their loan. They should be able to complete it as much as possible. If it's a purchase and they still don't know this, they can leave this blank here. But the most important part for us is this submission fee. So this section A is where they input what they want to order or what they want to get paid. So if we have, let's say, an admin of 250, an origination of 4,000, processing 995, and underwriting 1495. So these fees are very important because we have to be able to submit these fees at submission, so the initial disclosures are updated properly. So once initial disclosures go out without these fees, there's compliance issues and we're no longer able to add fees to the loan. So if they're unsure what they want to charge, if they do leave it blank at 0 and we don't update it, we can't add it into the file later on. So I would always recommend that they add something later on before the loan closes. We're able to remove the fee. So once they complete this page, they have the save button up here. And if we go here, we can find it here. So for example, Cindy Chen, they asked you to update the title and escrow info. You would go to the MLO broker submission, find Cindy Chen, and if you edit and scroll down, you can put in this info here, right? If it was a purchase, you can put in this info here as well, and then just save it. We go back to submission. So this submission page is where we as processors are going to go in to verify the submission. So again, it has all the basic borrower and loan information that we need in order to be able to, mostly to complete our point, for Calix point, to be able to submit it. If you scroll down, this fee sheet right here is the fee sheet that we need to compare all the costs that we're going to be adding onto the initial disclosures. So in this case, this processor in particular is requesting an origination fee and a processing fee, and only. If later on he comes in and says, hey, why is there no underwriting fee? Well, because you didn't input an underwriting fee. So that's why it's important for the LOs to complete that submission form and complete the fee sheet, because we are going to go based off of this here to be able to submit things. Okay.
Mm.
This ERP also works for us to be able to send several text messages or emails of the same content to several people. So we can click on this message here. If you do message, it's for text. If you do email, it's for emails. You can type in the subject, the whatever subject email content. We do have already basic tags on here. So let's say it's the email is going to be regarding a new program for California. Well, we have here some of our realtors that are saved. If you click this and we type in our email, we just hit send, and this could send it to 50 realtors within that 1 minute that it took you to type up this email, versus typing up an email and sending it to each one individually. Again, like I said, you can also send text messages. So you type in the information and then you can send it to, let's say we have any cold leads. This cold lead is anybody that we've previously talked to, and for whatever reason, they didn't decide to move forward. We can, let's say there's a new program that they might qualify for. We would just go ahead and click this cold tag here, type in whatever text message, and you hit send, and it'll send it to the 100 cold borrowers that you haven't reached out to or heard back
Mm.
from.
So are we using that in somehow marketing?
It's a way to be able to use it to, yes, to be able to market ourselves and be able to provide. But like I said, I think we're still working our way into using ERP more, not just us as processors, but the LOs as well. But yes, essentially, we want to use this for everything here at Compass. Our form of communication, our way to reach out to buyers, send out flyers, whatever
Mm.
the case may be. Yes.
And if it's being sent to a particular borrower, so will it be recorded on that particular file on ERP, or we don't have a record that we are sending one?
If it's sent to that one particular, it will show under the
Oh,
comments. I think like the text that was sent and what date.
good.
I'm not too sure if it's sent, if that record is shown or is saved when we send it in a mass email or mass text message.
Mm.
That I'm not too sure of. But if it's sent directly through that one particular file, yes, it will save that you sent a text message. Okay, going back to our homepage, as you've already seen the different tabs and what needs to be created. So this prospect applicant, you can click on it and it takes you to the prospect applicant, create prospect applicant. If you do prospect applicant new, it'll take you directly to that page to create it. Okay. The text message, it takes you directly to the text messages. For the MLOs to submit the broker page, it takes you directly to that submission page.
Yep.
So
Okay.
if you have any questions with everything that I just went through.
None so